Oh my God, I think my boy is frozen. Well, let me go ahead and say, yo, 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 yo. Welcome to Over the Ropes, Beyond the Ropes. This is your boy Treyway, aka OTR Trey, aka what's today? Sunday Night Trey, and I got my boy with me.
Hey,
Um,
can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you now.
Shit. Well, at least the audio is working. This is OCR Mic Drop, aka the Oracle. We are on a Sunday evening, about to give y'all some, recap of what's going on. But this episode will be dropping on Wednesday. So when you do listen to this, it will be on your Wednesday. So we're just gonna go ahead and get it started.
And this will be episode 93. So seven away from 100.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me go ahead and so what we're gonna do for y'all today, we're gonna just do a quick recap of AEW Full Gear, and then give our Survivor Series War Games predictions. So let me go ahead and pull up the AEW Full Gear match card. Now, JD,
Yes, sir.
from what you saw from Full Gear, what stood out to you,
The freaking death match. The Texas
bro?
death match. Yo.
Yo, Swerve, see, Swerve is proving right now that WWE had no idea what they was doing with him.
Yeah.
This is like Swerve is legit. I could definitely see him being AEW champion one day.
Oh yeah, he's a star.
He's a star. And then you know what I'm saying, Nana.
You said what?
Prince Nana.
Oh yeah, man. But man, like, and kudos to, Hangman. Like he put on a great performance too.
Mhm.
Um you can't take nothing away from him, but to me, I feel like Sawyer stole the show.
Bro, when Hangman started drinking Swerve's blood,
Yo, that got me. Like he put it, like he literally was under him and put his head right there. I was like, yo, what are we watching? I'm like, AEW starting to go like I they on some ECW stuff. I'll just say that. But I think that they on another level than ECW. They almost made ECW look like child's play.
and going back to our subject from last episode. So you telling me that you could take a man's blood and drink it, but you can't sniff no coke?
Hey, that's true. But and then like Swerve freaking using a staple gun and stapling himself. I want to know what he was on.
Well, you know his body got numb, so it didn't matter.
Had to. But overall, like I'm gonna just say overall, that to me, that probably was like one of their most exciting pay-per-views in a
Hmm.
while. Yeah.
Oh, matter of fact, I got an even better idea. I'm gonna just run through our picks because we had picks that I posted to the OTR IG, so we can just run through that.
Yes, sir.
All right, so uh, in the beginning match on 0 hour, the pre-show, we had the Guns versus MJF and Samoa Joe. You chose the Guns,
Well,
and I
okay.
chose
I chose
MJF and Samoa Joe.
I chose the
And
guns
I
because
was
I
like,
ain't I ain't know I ain't know Samoa Joe was gonna be his partner.
see, that's because you and Jay don't be watching AEW as consistently as I do.
I mean, I can't, bro. I'll be at work.
They got YouTube.
True,
You got off
but
time.
nah, it really don't seem like it.
So yeah, Samoa Joe and MJF won the retained MJF's titles with Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Uh, I like that. I like that just because Samoa Joe helped him retain, they
Hmm.
didn't make Samoa Joe the
The
ROH
champion.
champion.
Yeah.
Adam
Right.
Cole is still champions with MJF.
Hmm.
And we can get to Adam Cole here in a second,
Yeah, we will.
but after the match, the Guns attacked MJF and damaged his leg, and he
Hmm.
got put into an ambulance and got sent to the hospital.
Yeah.
So the main event was in question at that time.
Hmm.
All right. So then see. Well, I'm gonna just go over the order that we have them because they didn't go in this order during the match. Well, actually, I'm gonna switch it up. So last we both had Sting, Adam Copeland, and Darby winning,
Mm-hmm.
and we were correct.
Yeah, that part. Okay, and you know, I'm kind of glad. I I wish Jay was on here right now. You know what I'm saying? I wish Mr. Rant was on here
So
because
we can talk about Ric Flair taking that low blow after
bruh,
giving them chops to Christian.
come on, man. Like, are we really back there? Like, can he really not hang it up?
Well, he's been approved to take bumps.
Yeah, I know he has, but can he really not hang it up? It's like,
Oh, and side note, did you notice that when he came out, they introduced him as the 21-time world champion?
mm. So
It
they
says,
recognize his WCWs and
yeah,
NWA.
they recognize all of his titles.
Yeah.
So fuck John Cena.
Yo, oh,
But yeah, Edge came through. I'm sorry, Radar Superstar came through with the face paint.
yeah, Adam
Never seen him with
Copeland.
the face paint before, looking like
Hmm.
Darby. Um, this match was good. I wasn't surprised by the outcome.
Mm-mm.
Um, you can't have Adam Copeland lose his first match.
His
Uh,
first pay-per-view match.
yeah, first pay-per-view match at that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, all right,
And then
nothing
you
really
know
to
this is kind of
excited
like
about.
Sting's send off and stuff. So
Mhm. Next, we had John Moxley versus Orange Cassidy for the international title. We both picked Moxley. We were both wrong.
yep.
Orange Cassidy retained. How do you
Something
feel about
told me
that?
something told me to pick Orange Cassidy. Um I was watching Moxley's like build up promo
Mm-hmm.
for it. So it kind of like I went I kind of went fan pick on that one more than I should have like common sense pick. But you know, they both
Yeah, I went.
they
I went Moxley just because they love putting titles on Moxley.
mm-hmm.
So I figured he would.
Yep. But
Yeah. All
but
right. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, you know, they both good performers, so they always gonna put up a good match.
We gonna have to start talking about this Orange Cassidy title reign though, because he didn't had it. He didn't had the title for a minute, both times.
Yeah, both times.
All right. So let's talk about. You were right. You were correct on this one. The triple threat or three way, whatever they call it, AEW for the TBS Championship. Julia Hart versus Sky Blue versus Chris Statlander. I picked Stat, and you
Mm-hmm.
picked Julia Hart, and you were
Mm.
correct.
Yeah, I feel like that they are in the process of giving um like the House of Black, or now they got a new name like the Kings of Dark, the Kings of Black, or something like that.
What do they call?
I
Yeah,
guess when they just
Kings of Black Throne.
yeah, I guess when they tag team, they the Kings of the Black Throne.
Yeah.
And then when they it's all of them, then they the House of Black. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that they getting ready to give them like a big significant push as one of the top uh uh top factions in AEW.
Well,
So
we gonna talk about that with the next match. Go
so
ahead.
with Julia Hart, I saw the buildup that they were doing with her for like weeks prior. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like she was getting a lot more match, a lot physical. You could see that, you know, her training is paying off. She's had some real quality matches. One of her biggest matches was dang, I forget her name. It was a girl who rode with Chris Jericho. What's her name?
Anna J.
Anna J. That match, her and Anna J was a good one, and I think that just put her on a whole another level. So yeah, I kind of saw that everything was going towards Julia Hart, and you know the TBS title. We kind of said that we didn't want to see that title being held for a long term.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like after Jay, we felt like that it was time for that title to be like the working woman's championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad she won. It's good to get some new blood. It's good to because AEW actually does have a pretty deep women's division, and
Hmm.
they just need to start uh showcasing them more.
Yeah, and I feel like Sky Blue, her time is coming. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, she's next up.
yeah, she's definitely next up.
All right. Um, so speaking of House of Black, let's talk about the tag match.
Mm-hmm.
We had it was who was it? FTR versus Big Bill and Starks versus the Kings of the Black Throne, and it was one more team in there. I can't remember. Uh, let me get it right. Hold on.
Hold on, I'll look at the which call that I sent you.
Okay, I'm about to say I'm pulling it up now.
Um,
LFI.
yeah, LFI.
Yeah. Now I picked Ricky Starks and Big Bill to retain, and
Mm-hmm.
you picked who was it?
Kings
Kings
of
of
the
the Black
Black
Throne.
Threat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up being correct on that.
Yep.
But so speaking of giving the House of Black a push,
Mm-hmm.
well, they didn't give them the tag titles.
No, but you got to remember that they had the
Trios.
the trios championship. Yeah,
They did.
yeah, and they won that kind of like, I don't want to say premature, but they wasn't as significant as they are now. Like they
And they had them
disappeared
and they
from,
had them for a minute.
yeah, they disappeared and then they came back.
All right. So next let's do Tony Storm versus Hikaru Shida. I picked Shida, you picked Tony Storm, you were correct.
Mm-hmm. Yo, we even on this right now.
I like timeless Tony Storm. I like her new gimmick with the black and white, the
Her
old
new,
Hollywood.
she's been given so many title opportunities that I knew that once she wasn't a part of a group, she was gonna win.
And she's now a three-time AEW women's champion.
Yeah, they have to start building a significant number for their title holders.
And Sheeta was already the first three-time winner.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I
Gotta
like
make
that.
it more competitive.
Let's see here. All right. We started off with it. Hangman versus Swerve, Texas Death Match.
You were
I
you
picked
were
Swerve.
right.
I picked Swerve.
Yeah.
It was looking iffy for a second.
It was looking Hangman's way, and I was like, "Oh, Hangman gonna take this," but
But you know
Swerve
what I'm
flipped that
saying?
around. Swerve without right, swerve.
You know what I'm saying? Man, Prince Nana. At first I was like, yo, Nana, you are
But you know,
trash. You are
when
trash,
did I
bro.
send
Like
you
when
these?
he had his hands tied, I was like, Nana, you should have been there with the scissors immediately. What you doing out there?
When did I send you these? Thursday,
Uh yeah.
Friday. I sent them
Thursday.
Friday.
No. Was it
I sent
Friday?
them.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was Friday. You said it Friday because we were supposed to record.
and you know, I sent them, and I'm gonna
Did you
tell
watch
you,
was you watching any AEW
I
earlier that
was,
night?
I was, and I seen the promo when Hangman beat up what you call it, and Prince Nana, and I was like, oh, Hangman might get this. You know what I'm saying? He had the one up on the promo, so I was like, but then if I really looked at it, yeah, Swerve is on the come up right now,
Mm-hmm.
and that makes him what two and one against Hangman or 2-0 because they fought three times, bro.
I'm actually not sure about their record against
I
each
think
other.
they fought three times and it's 2-1.
I feel like with a Texas death match, that should be the blow off though.
Yeah, it should be a blow off. Like that should be it for them.
You would think. I just
So
like I hate when WWE does this when you have people feuding and they do a Hell in a Cell and then the feud continues. I was like, what
mhm,
was the point of doing the Hell in a Cell if it continues? Like
right.
a Texas death match should end the feud.
Yeah.
And if you
Like
watch Swerve's promo after the match when he was in the
mhm,
back, he said, "Hey man," he said, "we better be done,
yeah.
or you gonna be dead next time we fight."
And see, the only time that they should like meet is if it should be at like double or nothing or all in. Like when they do the ladder match.
It should be a multi-man match. They shouldn't have any more
Yeah.
one-on-one, at
Nah.
least for a while,
Yeah.
unless one of them becomes champion or something.
Yeah. Because their first match was, I want to say it was a 6-man tag team match that he was involved in. And then they had 2 1-on-ones, and Swerve got the best of them in the 1-on-ones.
Now, I actually missed the ending of this match. Uh, Golden Jets versus the Young Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Who won?
Ooh.
Because I actually missed that match. We both picked the Golden Jets.
Yeah. Hold on.
Sorry for the delay, people.
Mm,
Because the stipulation
yeah,
was
Golden
if
Jets.
the
Golden Jets. It was for a title shot.
yeah. All right. So the stipulation was if the Golden Jets won, they would get the Young Bucks AEW
AEW
tag title
World Tag
shot.
Team.
But if the Young Bucks won, then the Golden Jets had to break up. Now, what I'm
Yeah.
tripping on is this is how you know that I've kind of been lacking with my AEW coverage because I'm trying to figure out when Kenny and the Bucks started semi beefing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Now,
Yeah.
if you go
As
back
you
to
saw, so what was the
go ahead.
I think we about to say the same thing. I think we
You
about to say the same thing.
talking about when the Golden Lovers went against the Young Bucks at that wrestle at that Japan match. That's what I'm talking about. When
Hmm.
that
Okay,
was
so we gonna take it
mhm,
even back further. So their version of War Games, um, you like I did that because War Games is coming up, Survivor Series War Games. But their version of War Games, when it was the Golden Lovers and the Young Bucks versus the BCC Blackpool Combat
mhm.
Club, um, that was the last time that we seen Kenny tag with the
What do they
Bucks.
call it? What do they call it?
Ooh, I forget what they call it, and I want to say it was like a WCW type of reference. You looking it up?
I'm looking it up. Yeah, but go ahead, continue.
But that was like one of the last times that we seen. Um, it was at Blood and Guts.
That's what it's called. It's called
Yeah,
Blood and Guts. That's the name
yeah.
of it.
So that was the last time that we seen Kenny tag with the Bucks. Ever since then, we had Adam Page, Hangman Adam Page tagging with the Bucks
Because the Elite got back together.
in the triple threat match.
Mhm.
Yeah, so the Elite got back together. You know, Kenny, he was nursing whatever little injury he had, but then he was on his like solo stuff. But then, you know, he started helping out. It was him and then he did the Golden Lovers in that tag match, and then he helped out Chris Jericho, and that's when they did the whole alliance, like enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Mhm.
And so like boom, and you know they're pretty much doing some things that like never, I guess, has happened throughout their career. They've always fought, but they never tagged with each other.
Keep talking. I'm about to go refill my water real quick.
Yeah. So even with that, you know, Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, they fought, but it was literally like their first time being in a tag match. So all in all, um, the Golden Jets, they won. Um, as you could tell, Matt and Nick Jackson are on they're on a pinnacle of going heel. If you haven't seen, like they've been having tantrums after their losses because they've been on a losing streak, which definitely looks like a build up to their heel turn. And like you said,
Come on, the
Trey,
Bucks
even yeah, like even I think it was 2 podcasts ago that they're better heels than they are faces.
by far.
Yeah. So I think that's what we're seeing. Like
Hell, Kenny's a better heel than he is face. I hate Kenny as a face because he's too like corniness works as a heel because you're
yeah.
supposed to be disliked. Corniness as a face, I hate corniness as a face.
It just makes you even more corny.
Exactly. It to me it serves no purpose.
Yeah.
Um but let's see here. What else? What else? What else? What
The
else?
championship match.
And I just had it.
I think that's the last one.
Uh yep. All right, so championship match Jay White versus MJF.
Hmm.
So we thought.
Yep.
MJF, when he was getting put into the ambulance, he's getting taken away. Adam Cole rolls up with his one leg. And can we talk about Adam Cole and his beard? That beard aged him about 20 years.
It did.
Like that beard is crazy. He
Yeah.
must. I feel like he dyes his hair because his beard was so gray.
Yeah.
And
Might have.
he younger than us.
Mm-hmm.
But he told MJF was screaming at Adam Cole, "Don't let them take my title! Don't let them take my title!" So Tony Schiavone is out there, and he is about to introduce Jay White as the new champion due to a forfeit.
Mm-hmm.
But Adam Cole comes out and says, "You gonna fight me for the title?"
Yep.
So then they make it official. And then during the match, of course, we all knew this was going to happen. If you know anything about wrestling psychology,
Yeah.
you know damn well that
And
MJF was going to make his way back to the ring, and that's exactly what he did right before the main event was about to start.
yep. Anytime they go off in an ambulance with there being a championship on the line,
That early, it was at the very beginning of the show, so it had plenty of time.
big
It's not like it
match.
was in the middle of the
Yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah. Big match. Big match. Like, it's very similar to even when the New Day, not the New Day, but the Shield, they got taken out by Braun Strowman, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre.
Mhm.
Um, but it wasn't within the same show. It was like a show before, and then boom, when the big match was coming, the Shield came back, driving the ambulance, and they start meleeing. So it's like big matches like that. They go off in the ambulance. They coming back.
Mhm.
It's one of the wrestling cheap pops.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, one of these days, we're going to have a conversation about this MJF face turn, which I
Mm-hmm.
called for the longest.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, a couple things happened. Adam Cole, because they're still somewhat teasing this Adam Cole turning on MJF thing.
Yeah.
Adam Cole tried to hit Jay White with the ROH tag title. Jay
Mm-hmm.
White stole it and hit MJF with it.
Mm-hmm.
Then Adam Cole pulled out the ring, the
Mm-hmm.
dynamite diamond ring. And mind you, the guns came out earlier, but got banned from ringside after they tried to hit MJF with a chair, like do some concerto type stuff to his leg.
Yeah.
So they got banned. Then so yeah, Adam Cole pulls out the diamond ring, and MJF gets it, hits Jay White with it, and it gets the 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was having a discussion with one of our listeners, um, and he said that I asked him, "Do you think the devil that we talked about last episode,
Mm-hmm.
do you think he's going to show up at all, mid match or after the match?" He
Mm-hmm.
said mid match. I said after. The devil never
Mm-hmm.
showed up,
Mm-hmm.
so we still don't know what's going on with this devil character. But
Of course it.
we do know that MJF's next opponent will be Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
That was the stipulation for Samoa Joe to team with MJF for the
He'll get a
ROH
title
titles.
shot. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the devil was right there.
You still think it's Adam Cole?
Yeah.
So you think he's faking his leg injury?
Uh,
Because the devil ain't walking around with a gimp or a boot.
now I'm gonna tell you, it could go two different ways.
Some people say it's Roddy Strong.
Well, you just saw what happened to Roger Strong.
Mm-hmm.
Pray that he get back together because he almost got his career taken from him on that suplex. On that Spanish fly, he landed on his head. So I don't think it's Roger Strong. If I'm playing the storyline right, and we're still like getting its bits and pieces of this heel turn for Adam Cole, I'm thinking that it's Adam Cole.
I'm
I would love if it was like Kyle O'Reilly or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm starting to ride the wave of it being Jack Perry.
Mm.
Um,
I know
but
you said because of the
the real glass thing
yeah,
and making
but
small references.
but as though all of that still can come from somebody who's been close to you,
That's true.
you know. So,
That's true.
but we should see, you know. Hopefully, they don't take forever and playing on this on that gravy train too long.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to the our main event of the evening, which is WWE Survivor Series 2023. What are our picks? Go ahead and get the match card pulled up. Any expectations you got for this?
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. We missed out on two things.
All right, what's that?
AEW.
Mhm.
So we finally got the announcement that Will Ospreay is all
Oh
elite
yeah, yeah.
officially. Officially.
I
So
was in. That was in to me only because
yeah,
he's been wrestling in AEW. They made
yeah,
it sound
right.
like it was
So
somebody that was going to be like a shock. Will Ospreay signing wasn't a shock to me.
nah, it was just like he's the hottest free agent. So,
It's just
you know,
confirming.
it just confirmed it. And then we got Miss Ronda Rousey in her first match debut in ROH.
She's been teaming with speaking of Roddy Strong, she's been teaming with his wife, her one of her best friends,
Hmm.
Maria Shriver.
One of the four horsewomen of the Octagon.
Mhm.
So if you know anything about ROH and how it goes with AEW, we could be looking at an ink signing of Ronda Rousey signing to AEW soon.
See, when Ronda left WWE, I thought that she was done with wrestling.
Yeah,
But
that's how she made it seem. But there was like that. Her exit was like so quiet.
mhm,
Like she lost the match and she was gone.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like a.
She put one of the other four horsewomen of the Octagon over. She put
Mm-hmm.
one of her best friends over, and then she was out.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's rolling up to indie shows, and now RO makes her ROH debut. And you notice, so now when she walks out, she wears her judo stuff. She walks around with the
Yeah.
judo robe, and then she walks around carrying her black belt,
Mm-hmm.
showing that she's official. So that's
Yeah.
her new
And
gimmick,
then
and she still got the same music.
yeah. And so the same gimmick that she ended with WWE, she's carrying on into new atmosphere.
Mhm.
So, you know, I think it's good for her. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
you do
Like,
you if Ronda Rousey was to sign with AEW, which seems pretty inevitable at this point, do you think that's a good signing for AEW?
yeah, publicity wise, yes, absolutely.
Mhm,
For their women's division, absolutely. I wouldn't put her over though. I wouldn't put her over what you already have, right?
mhm,
Now, what would be an even better signing is once she's healed and cleared, you sign Mercedes Monet.
mhm,
That's the top signing right there.
mhm,
But Rhonda, I feel like it does good if she's on this path of where she's trying to build up her friends to get them like the look and the opportunities that she got. That's great. I feel like that's what she needs to do. She needs to go in there, be a teacher of the game. Listen, I know you green. I know you ain't getting no looks like this. But if you come work, I know my name is a household name because I was in the octagon. But if you do it like this, I guarantee you're gonna shine. Like if she goes into ROH/slash AEW with that kind of mind frame, she'll blossom. If she goes in there with the same kind of attitude with WWE, like on the HBIC, mm, that's gonna be a short stint, right?
mhm.
Nobody wants to see the same Ronda Rousey that they saw in WWE.
Agreed. So I think it'll be a good signing. Definitely get more publicity to AEW. Like people, I know people make a big deal about AEW always signing all these people and putting them over their regular talent, but
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, y'all people still have to realize AEW is still a brand new company. They've only been around for 4 years.
Yeah. So
WWE's been around for 30, or probably longer than that. And then
yeah,
even Impact and TNA, they've been around for a long time too.
yeah, 20
So
years.
yeah, they at 20. So you gotta think. You gotta make these big splashes And then what you do is you bring the new signees in, but then you have them feud. What you don't do is have them feud with other WWE talent or former WWE talent. What you do is you have them feud with your people.
Mm-hmm.
Whether win or lose, you gotta give your people a look, so that
Yep.
way you can start pushing them forward. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what you do with
Yep.
signees.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to this Survivor Series card. Uh, I'm gonna go ahead and start with Carlito versus Santos Escobar. Santos, who officially quit LWO on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How you
And we
feel about
got
this match?
Hill Santos. Ah. Mm. I mean, it could play right. I feel like this is his way to get to Ray.
Mhm.
Um, we
The
always,
end result is him versus Ray.
yeah, and then we also wondered. Like I remember a while ago, we had said, would it be Dom to end the career of Ray Mysterio, right? But for some reason, I'm thinking it might be Santos.
Going based off of the way that he's cutting these promos, I
Yeah,
would say probably like he would be the one, like he's gonna injure Ray to the point where he can't continue.
you know what I do think, because believe it or not, we had Dragon Lee and
Excellent. Axiom.
Axion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a fight on SmackDown.
They say Dragon Lee supposed to be the new Ray.
I'm thinking Santos might try to create a new Legado del Fantasma
Mm.
to go against the LWO. Whoever wins is the new LWO. Same way how we had Wolfpack versus Black NWO Black and White.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Actually wouldn't be mad at that.
I wouldn't be mad at that. But for this match with Carlito Santos, oh, you got to give Heel Santos the victory. I know we got Carlito. I know
I'm gonna
this is
disagree with you.
what Carlito.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm gonna go Carlito.
Uh, okay, I will only go Carlito if Ray comes into play,
They might.
or the rest of the members of LWO.
They might.
Yeah, but
Might.
I'm going with Santos.
Okay. All right. Next match, let's talk about the Miz versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship.
You already know who I got my money on.
Oh, the Miz, right?
Damn right. The most decorated Intercontinental Champion in WWE.
I am still on the belief that the person to take that title off of Gunther, I still think it might be Chad Gable.
Okay.
So I am still rolling. I'm gonna roll with Gunther to win this match.
Okay.
All right. So let's go Women's World Championship match: Rhea Ripley versus Zoe Stark.
Oh boy. Gosh, I really want to say Zoe, but I'm gonna go with Rhea.
I think this match is like a lot of matches
Mm-hmm.
where like 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 what you had with Tiffany Stratton versus
Becky.
Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
This is a match that will put Zoe Stark over and make her a legitimate contender going down the line. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't see her being the one to unseat Rhea as of right now.
It has it based upon just unfinished business, based upon the history of their battles and stuff like that. I still got my money on Raquel Rodriguez dethroning Rhea. It could be Royal Rumble, or we could be looking at a WrestleMania match, or we could be looking at women's elimination chamber.
And let's not forget the elephant in the room. Jade is still walking around. We
Shit.
don't know. We don't
Yeah.
know. We don't know what's going on with her.
Yep.
Now,
You're right.
if she, so well, we're gonna get to when we talk about the Survivor Series match, but I never thought that she was going to be a part of Survivor Series.
Right.
I
It was a wish
always
and a dream.
my prediction is that Jade will debut at the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, it makes the most sense. At this
It
point,
does.
now whether she wins it or not, I'll wait till our predictions before I give that.
Yeah. Now
But I
see,
will say that she will debut at the Royal Rumble. I will say that.
did you see that meme where it said Triple H after seeing Jade wrestle, he decided to renege on pulling the card.
Yeah, that's nasty. I don't like
I know, right?
that.
But
So we both got Rhea in this.
yeah.
Okay. So speaking of that, all right. Speaking of Jaden Survivor Series, let's go to the Women's Survivor Series match. So this one is going to be a 4-on-4.
Mm-hmm.
It will be Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi Blackheart. I'm gonna say a full name: Shotzi Blackheart and Becky Lynch, which was no surprise to anyone, especially
Nope.
me. Versus Damage Control, which is going to be Asuka, Bailey, Kairi Sane, and Io, as Dakota Kai is still injured.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you got?
I got half of the four horsewomen winning.
Okay, so you.
Becky and Charlotte.
I'm about to say. I had to think for a second. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm actually
Becky
gonna roll.
Charlotte.
I'm gonna pick Damage Control.
I think this is where we get the turn on Bailey.
Yeah, I think they'll do it after they win.
You think they're gonna do it after they win?
Uh
I
huh.
feel like that's gonna be the reason why they lose.
I
Cause
think they're
Bailey
gonna
gonna
do
be
it.
trying to pull that card, and then they all gonna be talking in their language.
I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna be doing the match or whatever, and they're gonna realize that they don't need Bailey. They're gonna
Mm,
win the match, and then after the match, they're gonna look around and be like, we don't need you."
mm,
And then that's when they attack her.
mm.
That's what I think.
You think you think any of them gonna save Bailey?
If one person was to save Bailey, I think it would be Io. Like, yeah, let's say she's about to get
No,
like a moonsault from
I'm talking
Charlotte
about
or
on the
something.
other team.
Oh, Charlotte would be the one.
Mm.
Because I'm not really because Becky and Bailey, like, yeah,
Bailey got beef with everybody.
she got beef with everybody, but her and Charlotte's beef, I feel like is a little deeper
Yeah.
than everybody else's. Her beef with Bianca is crazy, but
Hmm.
I think her beef with Charlotte's a little deeper.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and relive the Bailey versus Becky.
That was on Raw before the
Yeah,
draft.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I'm rolling with Damage Control.
okay.
All right, and then let us get to the men's. Now, I believe that this will be. I
5.
still think this might be a 5-on-5, but
Hmm.
right now it's 4. But I think it
Hmm.
could be 5. So right
Hmm.
now we have Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jay Uso, and Seth Rollins versus Judgment Day, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and JD McDonough. Based off of the past Raw, two not last week, and this past Friday, Drew will be with Judgment Day, and LA Knight will be with Cody and them because Cody came out to save LA Knight when he was getting jumped by the Bloodline. So that's why I say I think it's going to be a 5-on-5. But with saying that, I believe that the face team will win this one.
So you think?
I picked the heels and the women.
Oh,
I'm picking the faces for the men.
oh. So you think it's gonna be LA Knight?
I mean, Cody came out to save him, so I mean,
Yeah, but
yeah.
that only shows that Cody's because Cody still
And
got
Cody
gripe with
was
the bloodline.
Cody was already talking to Nick Aldis prior when Bianca and Shotzi were telling Charlotte to make a phone call. You need to call somebody. Da, da, da.
Yeah,
And she
yeah,
was like, "I'll think about it. I'll think about it." It was quick, but Nick
yeah. I
Aldis
saw
and
it.
Cody were having a conversation,
Yeah,
and I think they may use that because why else would Cody be on SmackDown? Cody has no business being on SmackDown.
KO, Kevin Owens.
He still has no business being on
But that's what I was
SmackDown.
saying. Like you,
Because
it was
Kevin Owens
either
is busy. Kevin Owens is busy with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
yeah, but you already know Kevin Owens teaming with Sammy again. Like that's kind of like it.
And now,
Um,
and because it looks like they're going to continue this LA Knight Roman thing.
yeah, they are.
So that's why I say LA Knight would be a part of this team because
Mhm.
they're not going to stop his momentum because if LA Knight's a part not on this on there, then he's not going to be on part of Survivor Series at all. And you're not. I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't
they're going
see.
to.
I don't think
I
he
don't
had.
think I don't.
But
I don't think they're going to
the
go. I don't think they're
bloodline's
going to
not being
go
on the Survivor
another.
Series.
I don't think they're going to go another PLE with LA Knight being on there.
The bloodline's not going to be on Survivor Series.
Yeah, but LA Knight, they have a specific plan for LA Knight, and in
Yeah,
order to make him a
I don't know.
legitimate,
It just
I think in order to make him a legitimate contender to battle Roman, you have to keep him on TV and keep him in big matches.
yeah, I get that, but it doesn't like just because Cody came and helped him that one time. To me, it just don't make sense because Cody still has beef with the bloodline. That's the reason why he came out. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
someone who had beef with Judgment Day would definitely be KO, the same person who got traded away. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you
So
think it's
this,
going to be KO
I
if there is
don't
a
want
fifth
it.
man?
I don't want it to be KO. I want it to be the person who had he most recently had beef with Drew McIntyre, but they kind of have unfinished business, and that's Randy.
Okay, let's rewind.
Mm-hmm.
There are rumors
Mm-hmm.
that WWE messed up and actually messed up, like
Mm-hmm.
and put out that Randy's going to be a Survivor Series.
Yeah, and then they show clips of the after Raw um the after Raw promo after Jay and Cody lost the tag team match for the championships that Cody was like, "Yeah, we have friends too," and then everybody started chanting Randy, and he had to play it off
Mm.
because you know Cody is that person. He gives bloopers like
He gives spoilers.
yeah, he gives spoilers. So he did it on AEW, he's done it on WWE. So it's kind of like, oh shoot. And then
I would love to see Randy.
yeah,
Um,
like Randy has been one of Drew McIntyre's biggest foes. Like Randy was one of Drew McIntyre's. I'm not gonna say the reason why he lost the championship, but hold up, who did Drew lose the championship to? Hold on, who did Drew lose the championship to? It wasn't Brock, was it? Or Seth?
no, he beat Brock.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Seth. Hold on. Hold on.
Our research department is looking up the facts.
Oh, it believe it or not, it was the Miz.
Oh, yeah, because Bobby Lashley helped him. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Lashley helped him. I remember.
Yep.
Because Miz cashed in.
Yep.
Miz cashed in. Bobby Lashley put Drew in the Hurt Lock, and then Miz hit him with Skull Crush finale and won.
Yep.
Yep, I
No,
remember that.
it was a triple threat match. It was
It
a
was triple
triple
threat.
threat. Yeah,
Oh,
Randy, Miz, and Drew McIntyre.
oh,
Yep.
yeah. I just made that scenario up just now.
Because he said no, but that actually happened though. But the Miz said the Miz ever the opportunity sees the opening created by an exhausted Orton and executed his signature. Remember, Randy had hit Drew with an RKO, and the Miz slid in and pushed Randy Orton out the ring and hit Drew
Oh,
with the skull crushing finale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So
So who you got winning this match?
I got the face.
Pause.
See, I got
Yeah.
the Cody and all them.
Yeah, I agree. Judgment Day's been getting over a lot.
I
And
feel like it's gonna be turbulence within their match.
I think that because they're setting it up now. Now I don't know if I said last episode, I think that maybe Drew might be joining Judgment Day or whatever, but they're definitely setting up for the priest exit. They've
Hmm.
been doing a lot of things to show that.
Yeah,
Now, I have a question for you though.
I feel like Priest and Drew not gonna be able to get along.
Well, priest don't like nobody.
Hmm.
Only person he ever welcomed in was Dom. But I have a question for you though.
Yep.
How do you feel about the world heavyweight champion being in a war games match and not having a solo match at Survivor Series?
I'm cool with it. We got it last year.
Yeah, but I feel like that was different.
Why? Because it was
Um,
the bloodline.
yeah, Seth is a part of a faction.
Okay, so this is how I look at it. If you really look at it, Seth is in a match with almost everybody that he's defended that title against.
Cody. Well, he
Sammy.
had he had to defend it against Cody. Uh,
That's what I said
yeah,
almost.
yeah. I'm
You
thinking in my
got
head, but Sammy,
Sammy,
you got Jay.
Drew. He didn't defend it against Jay. He
That's
just
true.
had beef with Jay.
Yeah, Drew,
So
Finn.
Drew, Damian Priest.
He defended against Priest.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess if you count the cash in attempts.
Nah, he defended against Priest before Priest won Money in the Bank.
Mm,
Damian Priest is one of his first defenses.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was in the early, and remember they shook hands.
Oh, okay.
That was that sign of respect, and that's when Finn Balor was like, he got mad and stuff. He had, he had came down to the ring. That's before Judgment Day got as big as they are. Like it was, Dom wasn't even champion yet. He was still wearing plaid.
Like an
But
extra from Friday.
hmm but you know, I just look at it like everybody got beef against them, and so
So yeah, I think we're picking the same thing.
yeah.
We're both going with Cody's Team Cody.
Hmm.
All right. So was there anything else you wanted to touch on?
Yeah, how you feel about talks about Okada coming to WWE
I don't like it.
to fight Shinsuke?
I don't like it.
The reason why they say is because WWE is so protective and Okada's getting up there in age, but he still wants to perform. That this would be kind of like WWE would be his saving grace for his career because him and Shinsuke are around the same age. Believe it or not, Shinsuke 45 years old.
Oh yeah, I knew Shinsuke was up there.
Yeah, so they were thinking that that's gonna be that because they really don't have nobody to fight Shinsuke right now. So
And he beefing
Triple
with
H,
Ricochet.
that's so off and on, man. Like, yeah, it's so off and on. But Triple H has been talking to Okada's team about a potential signing.
Well, they do have that Japan deal.
Hmm. So they could be looking at that because Shinsuke keeps doing them cryptic messages and stuff like that. And everything. And believe it or not, we still supposed to be getting Uncle Howdy back.
Well, yeah, they did say they were going to continue the Uncle Howdy storyline. They're going
Hmm.
to switch it up. of course.
Yeah, I think they waiting on Alexa Bliss to come back.
Mhm.
When she gets done being pregnant.
I damn, I just had it in my head. What was I about to say to you? Damn it. All right, I'm gonna get back to it if I remember. Oh, here it is. Jay's not here, so I can say this name without worrying about him walking off. Do you think we get CM Punk at Survivor Series in any capacity?
I'm I'm 50-50.
Wouldn't it be nasty if he just was in the crowd as a fan?
I'm gonna say no, but I'm not gonna totally rule it out because they're making such a big thing about it being in Chicago. So I'll never rule it out.
All right, and then I want to pivot back to AEW real quick. I believe that MJF will defeat Samoa Joe,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that his next opponent will be Wardlow because they've been
Mm,
playing up the whole Wardlow thing.
mm-hmm.
Um, and I think he might actually. I think Wardlow might be the one to take it off of him.
Mm.
I think Wardlow might be the one to take it off of him.
Yeah, I like Warlock.
Because last night, MJF was walking around with the Lakers gear, and it
Mm-hmm.
said 365. So last night, MJF became the champion for a full year,
Mm-hmm.
a full calendar year, 365 days.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know,
He said he
because
was holding that. The only thing that he said that resonated is that he will be holding that championship until 2024. We literally have a month and a half until 2024, right? And that's when the new deal talks and stuff like that comes in effect. A lot of times, in order for a new deal to come in effect, you lose a championship. Just as a playoff, right? You lose, they think you're gone, everything, boom, you ink a new deal. Their next pay per view isn't until 2024, right?
uh,
Because I think they got like free TV type pay per
yeah,
view type
I know
event,
they keep bringing up Revolution because that's going to be
New Year's.
Sting's. That's going to be Sting's retirement
Mm-hmm.
event. I think it might be Will Ospreay's first event,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not till March.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Gotta go into the research again.
Oh, but
Hold up, what they talking about?
I did want to say something to you though. How you feel about Powerhouse Hobbs saying that he's big, black, and jacked?
Yeah, pause.
Like, excuse me, sir. He said, "I'm big, I'm black, and I'm jacked." Because he did a world's strongest slam or whatever on Paul White on that car.
Hmm. Yeah, I just saw something that just caught my eye.
What's that?
Uh oh shit.
What?
So did you miss that? Because I missed it.
Miss what?
After Tony Khan's last big announcement that seemed very unimportant to most wrestling fans, he should be looking to knock it out the park. Oh,
Oh,
hold on.
is this when we get the Goldberg signing?
Nah. Okay, never mind. Did Mercedes Monet sign with AEW?
I haven't seen anything about that.
I'm reading it right now, but this could just be like a spoiler. I don't know. It caught my eye real quick. That's all I was like, because it says Mercedes Monet signs AEW. Hold on.
Mm. I think Mercedes. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for her to sign with AEW. I think it's gonna be lit when she finally does. But
Mm-hmm. No, not yet.
okay.
Okay, and then we were what was I getting ready to look up? Oh, AEW's next pay per view.
Yeah, for 2023,
Yeah,
if they have one.
come on. All right, so sorry it's taking so long, guys. All right, Christ in heaven. Okay, hold on, give me 1 second. This
Christ
a
in
long.
heaven.
Yeah, this junk keep loading.
Well, let's see.
Battle of the Belts. Nope, that's
Is
old.
that, I'm about to
That's
say, is
old.
that the next one? Okay.
That's old. That's old. That's old. Okay, so we have AEW Winter is coming.
Hmm. I think that's
And
on TV.
that's on TV. Then we have ROH Final Battle December 15th.
Hmm.
AEW Holiday Bash
That's on TV.
December 20th. And then AEW World's End
That's also on TV.
December 30th. AEW New Year Smash is December 27th or January 4th, has not been confirmed yet.
Pretty sure that's on TV too.
Yeah. And then the
I,
only thing that they have for 20 beginning of 2024 is All In, which is going to be at Wembley Stadium, August 25th.
Revolution is a pay per view, so that'll be.
Yeah, they don't have it up there yet. So they don't have any of the final ones up there as of yet.
All right.
So we shall see. So it could be something
So
like.
I got a topic to end off the show.
Mm-hmm.
In the spirit of Thanksgiving, what how do you feel about when WWE does their themed shows or like themed matches, like the thing, like whenever they be having like on SmackDown and
Bro,
they have
I'm so
the turkey and the
over it.
pies and the pumpkins around ringside, and they have that match. New Day used to be a part of it a lot. How do you feel about those matches? Smashing pumpkins on people's heads.
Who was in the last one?
I can't even remember. I tuned those out. I haven't watched one of those in
It
forever.
was it was Natalia and Chelsea Green.
Oh my god.
That says enough.
Oh my god.
That
Hitting
says
each other
enough.
with pies and cranberry sauce and turkey legs.
Nobody wants to see that. That match was so quiet around Halloween. A freaking boo bash. Like nobody cared. Nobody wants to see that. Like, give me some CGI like scary type matches. I was surprised we didn't see the freaking boogeyman.
And he always just randomly pops up, especially around
Yeah,
Halloween.
yeah, exactly. So, oh no, we won't see the boogeyman because he got released.
Oh, for his Legends contract.
Yeah, but yeah, man, is you could save me on that. We know we're gonna get a Thanksgiving one Friday. Um, we know we're gonna get a Christmas one, and like it's
Yeah,
just.
a New Year's
I guess
one.
it's for the kids, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then we're gonna end it off with this. With it being the month of November, um, if you had to, if you had to pick a pay per view to watch, would you pick ECW November to Remember any year you want, uh, WWE Survivor Series, um, or I'm looking at WWE and they had, I mean WCW, and they had three different ones in November. They had Battle Bowl in '93, World War III from '95 to '98, and Mayhem from '99 and 2000. If you had to pick a November pay per view to watch, which one are you picking? Any year, it doesn't matter.
Mm. Call me crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I was a frequent watcher around this time and I knew exactly what we were getting and like the kind of spectacle. And I just want to say, like, yeah, compared to WWE, it was not always it, but I'm telling you, their entrance, their sets, their ring, everything, like WCW had it, bro. Mayhem,
Mm-hmm.
like all their matches, right? Like all their pay-per-views, even when it's around like I'm gonna just use how Halloween Havoc. Their
Mm.
entrance was a freaking like it was
Bash at
the
the
scary
beach. Oh
mask.
my god.
Bash at the beach. You got the whole ring looking like a beach. You got sand on the side, right? Like,
WCW definitely had the best stage setups.
yes,
Even Hog Wild
yes.
or Road Wild, whatever, one of them shits.
Yeah, Roll Wild. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Even
So
Starcade was lit.
yes, Starcade was one of their big boys.
That
Starcade
was
was
the, that
like
was their WrestleMania.
exactly.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, and then they even had like the Nitro girls dancing during like they had like halftime shows, right? Even their entrance, like they had a real big crowd. Like they had
I'm sorry, your audio went out.
oh, I said they had real like their fan attraction. When you
Mhm.
go back and you watch their pay-per-views, they had a big ass crowd. Like they had a WWE type crowd at their pay-per-views.
God, I would have loved to have gone to a WCW
WCW
event
pay
back then.
yeah,
If I could time travel and go to like specific wrestling events, I would definitely pick like one of the bigger WCW shows to
and
go to.
you know Mayhem was lit because they made a video game from it.
True, true.
WCW Mayhem, like yo, that was the ish on N64. I
In
had it.
'99, that's when Macho Man was walking around in all black,
Yeah. So I
and he had
definitely would
Gorgeous George with him.
I would definitely say Mayhem. My number two to watch would be Survivor Series bragging rights with the introduction of NXT when Triple H and Shawn Michaels was running it. I think that's when we got our best
When
Survivor
NXT ran the
Series.
table.
Yeah. I feel like when we got the freaking spirit bomb from the heavens from Keith Lee, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then you brought up Keith Lee, and I gotta say it. AEW, as much as I try to defend you, you dropping the ball on Keith Lee, man.
Yep.
To have him lose his title shot to Samoa Joe just for Samoa Joe to relinquish the title after
Mm-hmm.
was crazy. You should have
Yep.
just put the title on Keith Lee
Yep.
and just had him running around ROH.
Keith Lee, go home. Go home. Go where your wife at, bro. Like he's definitely the definition of the grass is not greener on the other side.
Mhm.
Like he's definitely that.
I
Like you,
liked his team with Swerve was good. Swerve in our glory. I did like that.
yeah,
But Swerve had ever since Swerve went solo or started the moguls, he's he's been
propelled.
on another level, a
Hmm.
whole nother level.
Yeah, he's left. He's and they came in around like kind of together, and he left Keith Lee in the dust.
Now, speaking of November to Remember, so my homeboy Calvin, shout out to Calvin, he been getting on me because he was like, "So you tell me that you'll watch these Bound for Glories and WCW events, Mayhem, but you won't watch ECW November to Remember?" And I was like, "Yeah," but I did end up watching a November to Remember. It was '97, I think I watched,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the matches was RVD versus Tommy Dreamer.
Mm-hmm.
I think the main event was Bam Bam Bigelow versus Shane Douglas.
Hmm. See, see, this is my only thing with ECW, right? ECW, ECW would fit in right where we're at now, right?
Hmm.
The same people. We see the same people week after week after week. We see the same thing week after week after week, right? So they had great pops because injury prone matches, right? But you kind of knew what you were gonna get, so it would fit in today's society. They were ahead of their time. I would just say that.
Hmm.
So you know how the crowd was
Yeah,
in.
AEW is if WCW and ECW had a baby. That's what
Yeah,
AEW is.
yeah. And so when you look at uh 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 the first arena where Raw was, right? That's the atmosphere that ECW had, right? Which is good. It was very intimate. Like they had an intimate crowd, small
Mhm.
crowds, people who really do it. So it was like a freaking evolved indie show. So I mean, they were kind of ahead of their time, but eh, I'm still gonna go with my WCW because that's what I watch mostly.
I'll probably end up picking a Survivor Series.
Yeah.
But all right, that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been OTR Beyond the Ropes. But when this episode is posted to Apple Music, I keep saying Apple Music, to Apple iTunes, Podcasts, and Spotify, this episode will be number 93. So we are now 7 episodes away from episode 100. So we will
Yep.
keep y'all tuned in. We will keep y'all updated and let you know what's going on with that. It's gonna be a special episode. Uh, Shit, I might even cry on that episode, man.
And just want to wish everybody season greetings, happy holidays, eat a lot of turkey, ham, dressing, mac and cheese, collard greens, if you know how to make them, all of that good stuff. All that good stuff. So, happy holidays, and we'll holler at y'all in weeks to come.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, we gotta shout our names out. We gotta do it again. We gotta
They
shout
know
our
our
names.
names.
They
They
do
know
know
our
our names.
names.
They do know our names.
They know
This
our
is
names.
this is Sunday night mic drop.
Yes, sir.
And Sunday night Treyway.
That's it.
All
That's
right,
it.
y'all. Peace.
All right. Peace.